Hi Team We Run, Coach Alexa here, coach for Reading, South Oxfordshire and online. I think as runners we can often get really into the nitty-gritty details and the data and the numbers and all that sort of stuff. So what I wanted to do is do a few videos about, I guess, the bigger picture of our training. So we're all different, aren't we? We're all different physically in a whole myriad of different ways, personality and brain and mindset wise, all very different, but also very different when it comes to our lives, our commitments, our available time, the other stuff we do, be that sort of sport, work, hobbies, family, where we live. You know, there's such a mass of sort of colour and uniqueness around being human. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about consistency. So I touched on it in a video maybe a month or so ago about how actually in terms of both improving our running or any sport and also getting the health and fitness, longer term health and fitness benefits out of doing any sport or activity, consistency is the key. Our body is very, very good at adapting to things that we ask it to do regularly, which is the downside of regularly asking it to sit down in front of a computer because it comes worryingly good at adapting to doing that, which has its downsides. But consistency in our running training really is the foundation stone to everything else. We can get as snazzy as we want with different types of workouts and being really, specific in our session goals. But if you don't actually do those sessions consistently, then you're not going to get the benefits. So here are a few things to think about in terms of trying to achieve that consistency goal. The biggest thing that I work on with my runners in this area is what else do they get up to in the rest of life? What is their job like? How demanding is it? What are their hours like? Do they work a standard working week? Do they have a different shift pattern? Do they work nights? How can we make sure that we can build that consistency around their job, which is usually, not always, but usually the thing that's defining that weekly routine, isn't it? Work, commuting, days of the week that are worked, days off, etc. So building a training plan that works around that, and of course also around home life, other commitments, other hobbies, other passions, everything else that's going on in that person's working week. So it might be that you have younger children, so when you get home from work, that's not a great time for a run because that's cooking dinner and spending quality time with your children and putting them to bed and all that sort of stuff. It might be that when they get older and into their teens, then evening runs could be back on the agenda. It might be that you have quite either a mentally or physically tiring and demanding job, and actually it's quite hard when you get home from work. You're already mentally and or physically tired, and trying to get that motivation to get yourself back out the door again is going to be more miss than hit, isn't it? Really, that's just a fact of life. So for those sorts of people, maybe early morning runs, or runs in the middle of the day, or other times of day, or maybe doing only one midweek run and doing another two at the weekend might be the best way forward. So it's about thinking about how can I make sure I have that consistency. How can I maybe make it fun, make it something I'm looking forward to doing? So it's a lot easier, I think, to fit something in when you're really looking forward to it. Think about how, for me, an exciting new murder mystery, how much I want to spend 45 minutes to an hour of an evening watching that, and I will make sure I fit it in. So if we're looking forward to our runs and finding them fun, then that makes it a lot easier too. So thinking back to one of my last videos recently, maybe having a little look about how can we make those runs fun. So we're looking forward to it, enjoying it, and making it that bit easier to fit in. But have a little bit of a think about that consistency. How can we make our running program suit you, your personality, your body, your work, your life, your family, your household, everything that's going on, and be a really complementary part of life. And of course, myself and the rest of the We Run coaching team are more than happy to help with that if you need a hand. Happy running.